What is up, my Fluff Nation, and welcome back to another video. We are episode 2. Last episode we found out how Molly Finch died. A little wacky, but yeah. So I believe we're just gonna jump into it. We're just gonna see. So far this game is a little weird for me, but it's like a movie at the same time. So legit, we left off here because we just finished reading her diary. So yeah. Tell me she's gonna turn into. Are you crazy, girl? Are you dangerous?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
What the heck, brother? Oh my god, I forgot that this game, you have to do everything.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Alright. Sorry. Man, yo, she had a lot of birds? I don't understand. Oh, so she got... Yo, I can't move.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
It's awesome.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
A what? My dog got killed by a dragon? Yo, these Finches are like famous. They be having like newspaper articles about them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? That's fire. Like it's coming out the picture frame.
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Answers my question. Nah, this has to
Odin
be a joke.
Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
The hell is this up? Gotta put a whole house on a boat.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
How the heck do I get out of this? Excuse me. Alright, this has to be a prank, right? Has to be a prank. Guys, I'm stuck. I don't know how to get out. Oh.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Oh, so we just found out how Odin died. Did we really? That was whack. Now what?
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
What the hell?
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yo, let's go with these books. Oh my god. Has to be a prank.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
I'm gonna legit stop playing this game. Yeah? Yo, I legit have to control all her movements. Man, Shawty got the fresh J's.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Not bugging, I just heard a growl. Fort Calvin. Oh, this is
I knew
awesome.
Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Yo, that's
I guess
so
my grandpa
lit.
didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Calvin died at 11 years old. So we want to figure out how.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Man, you got big ass feet, bro. Oh my, are you serious?
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Wow.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready!
Coming! But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Yo, bro, you're wildin'.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Can we see? Like, this is getting repetitive. Do I press spacebar or something?
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Bro, this guy Calvin killed himself because he flew off a swing? Alright, so these deaths are being
After
shot.
the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
That's how she put this thing here. Damn. Damn, my guy is tall. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, he was 11. For some reason, I thought I was too exhausted. So, this episode we learned about
Mom
Odin.
said Grandpa Sam enlisted at
and
18
Calvin.
and never set foot in the room again.
Oh. What the hell? Yeah, this family has issues.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
Oh, yo. Damn. Yo, that Bigfoot scared me.
Growing up, I always
Oh,
thought
we
of
about to see how
as a
Barbara
child star.
dies.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
(1944 to 1960). That's a nice cozy room.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box.
Oh my god, I have to control this.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
I know they're not playing. I know they're not playing this song, dogs. I know. You know what, Barbara, just go back. It's no point, Barbara. Come on, Barbara. Come on, Barbara. Come on. Oh my god, yo.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
So is she gonna leave her boyfriend in the basement? Oh, good. The hell?
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Oh, stupid.
And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Damn, girl, that booty.
She played her part beautifully.
Sorry. She's in Molly's room.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groan.
Stupid.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Stupid. Stupid. Once we go down there, he's gonna disappear. Watch. Games are so predictable nowadays, man. Especially the fact that she's going so slow. Oh my god. What a surprise.
Had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Oh my god. I ain't taking no precautions.
Someone at the door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from
the
inside
hell?
the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What the?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what
So
Edie
these
saw
are
was a
real
happy
deaths,
ending.
like. So Barbara legit died by monsters that came into her room? Is that an old birthday cake? Don't tell me. I kind of want to go to the jukebox downstairs to actually see if
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
yeah, buddy. Yeah, girl, you going straight to. Oh, it is real. This is where she hit the guy off. Look, they had to fix it. What the heck? Oh yeah, buddy. He's spinning that junk. Oh yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do this on the next episode. So this episode we found out how Odin died, which is pretty whack. He died by a shipwreck. No, he didn't. Actually, he didn't. Did he? I don't know. I'll look at the recording. But we saw how Odin died with the little picture thingy. Calvin thought that he was an astronaut and fell off the swing. And Barbara got attacked by monsters, which is weird. We still got Edie, Sam, Walter, Gregory, Gus, Lewis, Milton, and then Edith, which is us. Yo, imagine we die in this game. Oh no. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe, like, and share. Share with your friends. Hit that post notification so you can know when I upload. And I mean, this game is a little weird, but I'm kind of liking it. It's something different. It's like a little movie, you know what I'm saying? But I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
It's so fluffy!